Hey guys, this is Julian from the Binary Lab, and I hope you guys are doing well on this Easter Sunday. So, for those of you who are Christian or Catholic, first and foremost, I want to wish you a happy Easter. And for the rest of you who are not Christians or Catholic, it doesn't matter. I know it probably kind of sucks because this year, you probably cannot so conveniently head out there and buy some Easter eggs, to kind of hand out to the kids and stuff because of the lockdowns and the coronavirus season. But anyway, this video, the objective is to talk about like, is it even possible to have like a binary bot that can work with a low balance as well as, have no loss. Okay, so I have spent 3 weeks on binary bot building, testing, fine tuning, and I have come to realize that it's actually almost next to impossible to have like a binary bot for low balance that will work on the long term. Okay, this is the hard truth that I wish to tell you. Um, like, if anyone actually believes that it is possible to, uh, to run a binary bot on binary.com, yes, they provide the best platform that allows people to build their own bots. It's easy to do. As a matter of fact, the reason why I even got to building like bots on binary.com instead of like other places, because my programmer was like, hey, Julian, it is so easy to make a bot on binary.com. How about we first try and build something that works over here, and then once we get the logic right, he will translate it into something that we can put on a MT4 or MT5 and make it work with other brokers like Pocket Option or so on and so forth, MT to IQ, whatever. So over here on binary.com, I've been working on binary bots, and as a matter of fact, like now, I even have two of the smartest minds in the binary lab helping me as well, uh, to basically beta test and come up with solutions. And we fine tune so many kinds of settings, so many different strategies. We look at every possible asset class that can be traded inside a binary. We try to use the various um, synthetic indices with different payout types to our benefit, but we conclude that it is actually impossible to run any of the strategies on a low balance. Okay, so if anyone ever tell you that you can run it on low balance, it's basically wishful thinking. And this is the hard truth that I want you to know. However, at the same time, I also want you to know that there are strategies that can work as well. But the thing is this, um, like in like 3 weeks of working on binary bot solutions that can help people to generate passive income consistently during this COVID-19 season, when some of you are incapacitated from doing your regular jobs and you have to be at home. uh, that is the goal. Okay, like the reason why I've been holding off like launching something for very long in this area is because I still cannot find until recently something that is idiot proof enough. Okay, so I want to show you what is currently working, and this is actually the best that I've gotten it so far. I have bad news for you. Okay, the bad news is that the earning rate, I don't think many of you are gonna like it. It's not high. It's like $30 an hour. Okay, so this is the safest that we've got it to. 30 bucks an hour. This is safest. Okay, it's something that can run long term. All right. Of course, if you wish to up the earnings, you have to up the stakes as well. And 30 bucks an hour, how much of a capital are you going to require? It's going to require about 1,000 at least. Okay, let me show you a little bit and then you understand how this works. Okay, so basically, this is something that I've been working on for a period of time. And this is what I call the perfect hedge. All right, so why is this called the perfect hedge? Because you notice that the trades are actually taken at almost virtually the same time. And even if it misses by over here, it misses by a second. Okay, notice that it's actually collaborating to enter the next trade again. So there's actually a syncing system. I worked a long time on this. So this right here, okay, you see over here, once one side wins, other side will reset to the standard size. Okay, and you basically, the profit and loss is only possible because we are exploiting the differences between the digital option. Okay, this is kind of like, for those of you, put it in very simple explanation terms, because many of you are familiar with IQ option. They have things like called digital option that, when you put it far away from the strike price, you can get a higher payout and you can sell early and all that. Okay, um, so that is similar to here, because over here I'm exploiting a kind of option that is able to pay like 283% for winning trade, versus typically most of the time when you win a trade in binary it's like 88%, 90 something percent, right? So um, basically this creates the perfect hedge scenario. We see one here where, okay, look at the same, okay, same second, all right. Over here 97, this is 30 35. So 97 minus 35 minus 35, and then that's a net profit of 27 cents per trade. How often does it trade? Well, twice a minute. Okay, so about every 26 seconds, 27 seconds, so, and it will sync, and the next trade is just about coming up in just a bit. It's gonna come up in a couple of seconds. But over here, again, this is, this minus this, that is the gain. Okay, so in the last two trades, this is a gain, of 54 cents. Okay, and then now what's going to happen is that these two, they are running the same trade. Okay, and once one of them wins, it's going to reset the balance to the starting one. uh, are we using martingale? Yes, we are. The unfortunate truth is that we have to use martingale. Why? Because well, I've also tried running non-martingale system that based on probability, but based on the payout, uh, I mean, eventually the probability comes to bite you in the ass. Let's put it this way. Okay, me and my testers, we have concluded that the broker has done very, very good calculation. They probably have some mathematic geniuses in their team, and they, as much as we traders would love to use probability in our favor, uh, on the side, on their end, they also realize that there's a lot of people who trade on binary.com do so only because there's the binary bot, right? And they realize that binary bot works in a very predictable fashion. The only thing that can be unpredictable is real traders. So there are real traders out there who can game the system, and with proper trading techniques, with technical analysis, we can actually get a better sample of the probability. But eventually, if let's say if you don't know when to stop, the probability will catch up with you. What I mean by probability catch up with you is that, let's say, even if you can get something like 60% accurate, but you can get a big enough string of wins in the 40% that you are expected to lose if you don't know where to stop yourself. So anyway, like I said, this is the ooh, okay, check this out, guys. So this is something that I've actually got right here to prevent you from uh, getting gamed by the system. Getting gamed. Okay, watch this, watch this, watch this. Okay, look. So this one went through when this side is on an error to place trade. So the sync has been lost. And now let's see what's going to happen next. Okay, there's going to be, ooh, please check bots again. And it's going to be like waiting for sync, waiting for sync, waiting for sync. And this is going to be preventing the, one side from running on to rack up a huge loss. Now, in this case, I basically have to stop both because it says please check bots. Okay, error. Okay, good. So that's good. Protects me from losing. Um, Now, what kind of capital? I mean, you must be thinking, hey, this was kind of safe. In this recent point of time, we only see all these 35-cent, 40-cent trades. Well, there's a reason for that. There's a reason why, like, realistically, okay, when you run all these kind of stuff, like on your like demo, I really wish that you run it as though you're gonna run it on a live. So, um, like I've tried different simulations. I've tried simulations starting at like, um, I even started a simulation where I was doing a $10 stake. Okay, $10 stake is not bad because, like, if you think about it, just based on the same math, you're actually gonna get, like, um, $10 stake is gonna pay $28, 28.3 bucks, minus 10, that is 8 $28.23 every 30 seconds, which is bloody good because uh, that means that you will get within 1 hour 16 times 60. Pretty, it's pretty good money. But you know, what happens if you get a loss streak? And why will the loss streak happen? Well, we are doing digital option. So, like the digital option that we're doing here is two consecutive tick. And the problem with that is that what if the market goes flat? Okay, I'm going to show you like when it can fail. Okay, I'm going to show you when it can fail, when it'll succeed, when it'll fail. This is the chart. So it will fail. I mean, it won't fail in these kinds of circumstances, but I'll tell you when it's going to fail. I wouldn't say fail, but I would say have problems. Okay, have intense problems. So let's just look at this period right here. See that? This is a lot of market noise. And if we cannot get two consecutive ticks in one direction, there is no way you're going to win. You're going to get a loss streak. And the loss streak is going to look something like this, okay? So I've some results here. I'm going to basically, let me find that part. It's tree, I had it a while ago. It's tree something. Okay, this was a different one. This was when it went off sync. When it went off sync, that problem has been fixed. Okay, pretty scary, right? I mean, just look at the numbers. Pretty scary, right? I'm sure you wouldn't want that to happen on an account. So now, after tweaking, okay, I've got it down to this. So this is the sequence that we're looking at. Okay, first trade, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10. Taking place over about 5 minutes. No, not 5 minutes. Actually, this is less than that. It's about 4.5 minutes. 4.5 minutes. Is 4.5 minutes enough to get over a consolidation? Let's see. So starting from here, this is 1423. 4 minutes is enough to get us over a consolidation. This is a short one, but there are longer ones. I want to find you some really bad consolidation. It happens. And let's look at this. This is not so consolidated, but I mean there is the off chance that we cannot. Actually, we can, because you see that's 2 ticks. That's probably 2 ticks. Yeah, that will get you by. But I want to find you something like super bad in the market, and I want to explain to you why it's necessary. Okay, this is pretty bad too. This is pretty bad. How many minutes did that last? Started from 1354 to 2 minutes. 2 minutes in 4 trades. We would solve that. Okay? We would solve that. Pretty easy. Maybe if it goes on to a 5th. Okay, this is a fairly bearable trade size, right? I think a lot of people can put up with this. But I don't think that many people can put up with this. Okay? So, but that is on the off chance that it consolidates for more than 4.5 minutes. So I actually get my testers to help me look through the chart to see what's the longest consolidation that they can find. And I mean, we actually ever experienced it, so that's why we know. But 5 minutes is about where I want it to be. And let's say, if someone wants to start, realistically, you need $1,000 account. Why? I'll tell you why. Because don't forget that we're doing a hedge. A hedge means that we're running simultaneously on left and right. So we have left and we have right. Okay, so when we have left and right, we are actually doubling all this stuff. So just shift click this one right here, and then we're gonna make a sum and hit enter. $315 times 2, 631.56. All right, that is the kind of loss you're looking at. That's actually the max drawdown before the profit. Okay, so 631.56. So I know some of you guys may be thinking, well, in most times, yes, in most times, you're not going to encounter a consolidation of more than 2 minutes. But I know some of you guys, either you're thinking that, um, okay, I want to trade with $1,000. Uh, I get you. Like, I want to run the perfect hedge on binary bot, but $30 an hour is too little. And I said, well, yeah, sure, you can raise the stake. But I'm telling you that you don't know when you're going to encounter a 5 minutes consolidation, or a 4 minutes consolidation, or a 3 minutes consolidation, and that can kill you. All right. So, like, for those of you who, I know there's a lot of people messaging my page, a lot of people like spam commenting, like, can you give it to me for free? Can I download it? Where can I download this? Um, why can't I run this on a small account? I don't have 1,000. Can I run this on 200? Can I run this on $50? Well, I'm telling you very honestly, if you don't have 1,000 at least, right, you are going to bust your account. And to be perfectly honest with you, if you, uh, if let's say, if you have a $3,000 account, I think you could run this with a lot of peace of mind, because you're not going to blow your account like ever. Because a $3,000 account is going to enable you to go up another 2 levels in the martingale, and that is going to be like 6 minutes of consolidation. So unless you're so unlucky to have 6 minutes of consolidation in the in the market, then well, basically you're going to well, other ways of doing it is that we can obviously cap off a loss, but I mean, like, if we put a stop loss cap, okay, I can obviously put that in, but you know that means that you're risking 4 or 5 levels of martingale to get X amount of profit, which mathematically, um, it depends on, again, your probability. So when I get my testers do stuff, I say, like, hey, you try this out. You get 5 winning runs, 1 losing run, and sometimes they're happy. And like, I tell them, from experience, that's not gonna cut it. All right, it's not gonna cut it. 6 runs ain't tell you shit. Why don't you continue until it's 10 runs, and then 10 runs from a 6-1, you'd be surprised. It becomes a 6-4. And I said, well, but this is still and then 6-4, that doesn't look profitable. So it's like, or let's say, what if 10 runs became a 7-3? Well, yeah, maybe we're still making a little bit of money, because the stop loss is about twice of the take profit, right? Um, and then because if we run the stop loss equal to take profit, just doesn't make money. So after that, like, I told my testers, continue running for 20 runs. Me too. And then we'll all run 20 runs. And then we find out that probability somehow or another comes to bite us in the ass. So my friends, if you are looking for a low balance, no loss binary bot, I'm sorry, you ain't gonna find it. Cold hard truth. All right. Perfect hedge is a great solution, but it's only gonna make you $30 an hour. This may not be a lot of money, may not interest you. Uh, and let's say if you left it to run, if you don't check it, maybe the error comes up. Hey, before this system of letting you know there's an error and basically make the next trade stop. Okay, before that happen, sometimes it's gonna continue going until the sizes become really big, and On a virtual, no problem, because virtual funds, they give you like 10K, right? And 10K is going to be pretty much good enough for every kind of scenario. But um, in a live account, if you're just planning on putting in the bare minimum, well, you're playing with fire. Honestly, telling you, is playing fire. So, um, for those people who are like, hey, Julian, I get your point. I'm gonna quit the idea of trying to run this on a low balance. Um, I'm gonna accept that I can only make $30 an hour on the perfect hedging system. Can I start? Okay, so if that is you, I wanna just basically like speak to you for a little bit on this. I wanna have your cooperation on a couple of things. Okay, um, let's be of this understanding that you know um, make consistent profit and withdraw it. All right, don't be greedy and don't get complacent. All right, um, just because this system can get you over most consolidations in the market, it doesn't mean that it can get you over every consolidation in the market. We never know if the broker will ever decide to rig the system and give it like a 8 minute consolidation. This ain't gonna save you. Okay, so if you're gonna do this system, fine, I can set it up for you, but you need to promise me that you're gonna withdraw your money regularly. So let's say if you run this on a VPS, highly recommend you run this on a VPS, because if you don't run this on a VPS, I tell you what's going to happen, because sometimes your internet sucks, um, or maybe like what do you call that? Like because of your other applications that are running, it affects the processing power, and screws up the JavaScript. One tab goes inactive, unresponsive. Ooh, that's gonna mess up your account. So, um, like VPS is best. I mean, you pay money for a VPS. It's gonna treat you really well, and it's worth it. It's a really good investment. For those people who are really interested, I can recommend you some good VPS to use. And okay, by the way, do not use Amazon free tier. It sucks. It is so laggy. It is the worst, and you will get frozen. Your pages will freeze. So, well, if it's free, it ain't good. um, Now, the next thing that I want to have your understanding is that, like I said, don't be greedy, don't and then frequently withdraw, right? Pay yourself, all right? The next thing is that, um, like, don't experiment, okay? Don't experiment. I know it's going to be really, really boring to earn like $30 an hour for 1,000. Some people who are thinking that, okay, make 10% per hour. Well, yeah, sure. If you want to make 10% per hour, go to my other program like Art of Spam Clicking, or like Morning Guild Master. But you're not gonna make 10% per hour here. I guarantee you that. You can make 3% an hour, which is not bad. Okay, but you ain't gonna make four. You ain't gonna make five. If you raise the stakes, you're playing with fire, and you're playing with fire that I cannot help you put out. Um, if you want to raise the stakes, that is your own responsibility. Okay, but I would recommend that you do not raise the stakes and just be okay with it. So in the meantime, I'm working on other solutions, but this is my best solution right now. And if that sounds okay to you, basically, click the link in the description, sign up for a binary.com account, and then message my Facebook page admin, that you would like to get started with the hedging system. We're going to check your deposit as well. You need to send us deposit proof. I don't want you to be undercapitalized, because if you're undercapitalized, um, we're not gonna send you the file, okay? Um, because I know that your account is gonna blow, and what's the point, right? So like until I come with a better solution, I'm still racking my head, trying to. Hey, that's pretty good. I use AccuWeb, man, and I thought AccuWeb was like I use them for forex. Right now, in fact, I use a dedicated VPS just for binary testing alone, because if I have my MT4s and all that running, it just slows it down so much. And it just messes things up. So um, just a quick recap. Okay, why does the account need to be of a certain amount? Because the max exposure is going to be this times 2. It's about 631.56. Okay, and that's actually more than 60% drawdown before you actually take a profit. If you want the drawdown figure to look better, then sure, put in 2 grand, put in 3 grand. That's going to be a lot better, a lot safer, but you're still going to make same 30 bucks per hour. Probably sound really boring, but I mean, what to do? Um, yeah, sure, you can set up a VPS, you can let it run all night. All night probably make you about 200 bucks by the time you wake up, depending how much sleep you get. Um, and also want to share with you that even though United States is not allowed to have a live account, but there is no problem. And this broker is super slack when it comes to the KYC and verification. Super slack. They've been around for 12 years, and I think they're actually one of the world's most trusted broker because like there's so many people out there asking about whether like this broker and that broker is a scam, but no one ever questions like binary.com and because I mean the crediting is fast, the withdrawal is fast, and you don't even need a verification below 10K withdrawal. So I thought that's pretty amazing. Um, by the way, the point I was trying to say about VPS, my VPS location is in California. Works. Okay. Before this was in Washington, USA. Works. You're just gonna get a mail from the broker saying that um, you just had a login from this IP address, which is in this state in the USA, and if this is you, please ignore. If it's not you, report to the accounts department. That's all. No problem. Can you simultaneously log in? Yes, I'm in Bangkok, Thailand. I log in here. I also log in from my VPS because sometimes like I have my hedging bot running on the VPS and I'm testing a different strategy over here on my computer. No problem. Okay, no problem. They're fine with it. Super slack. Um, and yeah, so that's basically it. So if anyone is interested, well, no balance. This low balance is out of the question. Let me figure this out. I'm still trying other stuff. The next thing that I'm going to try out is on the MT5. So I'm trying to get some of my Forex stuff to work over here. All right. No promises, but stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel, click a like on this video, and I think like there's a notification setting that when I to see my notifications from Binary Lab. So when I have an update for that can work on low balance, I will let you know. Okay? It's not that I'm trying to exclude anyone, but I just want everyone to be safe and protected as well. And like basically right now I'm running some more endurance tests because I've gotten my most recent update, the one that you saw just now, right? It popped up and said bot error because there was a one side missing the signal. Okay. Um, so like I'm still doing an endurance test on this one to see how many levels will go up and what is the longest consolidation that you ever get in a day. And then after that, I'm actually going to be doing I plan to do I'm going to make a live account deposit, and after that, I'll probably want to do like some kind of reality TV as well, to basically run this for like half an hour, 1 hour a day, on a YouTube live stream, and then you guys can see the account making money, all right, and then you guys can basically try it out for yourself. Okay, and when I do that, it is not gonna be, it's not gonna, I'm gonna be, it's not gonna be on a what do you call it? It's not gonna be on a high setting. It's gonna be the same. 35 boring cents per trade. I'm gonna do just that. Okay, that makes 30 bucks an hour. Okay, so let me get this endurance test done, and I'm gonna be putting like a live deposit on this account, and I'm gonna be running this like on the YouTube live stream for like 30 minutes per day or something like that. You guys can see it, And then because I will, if this works out the way I want it to, I'll be running it for several hours per day, and I'm also gonna be doing like a live withdrawal every like 2 or 3 days or so. Then you guys can see it, it's working, okay. And then you guys who want this to work for you, you can message. And the point of me wanting to do that is because I want when it works the way I want it to. Okay, like we stress test it first, and everything works the same way. We're not going more than 10 steps in the martingale. I know that it's safe to run, and then we run it. Um, I want to lead by example. I want to show you guys that yes, we must do frequent withdrawal. We need to protect ourselves. We're not going to increase the trading size. We're not going to be greedy. We're going to look out for the chart, and we're going to see, is there consolidation? Is the volatility bad? Okay, if it is, we're going to stay out. We're not going to do it. Okay, we're going to pick a different time. It's not going to be the same time every day. So in the meantime, there's a link in the description. You can sign up. Don't sign up yet if you don't think you have the funds for it. Right now, I'm only accepting 1K and above because that is only what I feel to be minimally safe to run this system. The system that I figured out, there is a hedging system. So for those of you who are late in this video, you can watch the replay. In the beginning of this video, I've shown how the hedging works, the perfect hedge, and how that's going to protect you. And even the error, there was an error that came up, which I actually wanted to make the error happen on purpose, but it happened by itself because there was a price feed error, and it made I mean the algorithm uh, that my brilliant programmer created was able to stop the trading on both sides. So like right now, this is what I got. It's not gonna work for low balance, um, but if you have a high balance, this is low. This is gonna be safe for you. And so far, with like 1,000 and above, this will be safe to run. Okay, so contact my page admin if you're interested. Use that link to sign up in the video description, and my page admin will let me know um, when you're ready to go, and basically we're gonna set up via like a Zoom call, and I'll teach you to set up. I also plan to start like some kind of binary bot mastermind. And if you're down for that idea, comment beneath the video. Okay, so comment beneath the video if you're down for like a binary bot mastermind. I'm gonna be teaching you like a lot of money management concepts, and like I'm gonna be like showing you how to do your testing, because I want to be very very strict um, on the the back testing element to ensure that everyone understands how serious it is to get the right working settings before you even go live. And when you live, you are going to make money, and you're going to withdraw money every day or every 2 days. Okay, so that is the plan. All right. Let me know your thoughts beneath this video. If you like everything as like what did you like best about what I mentioned? Comment beneath this video, like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so yet. Bye for now.